Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Browns and the Broncos on Thursday night.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down.
We do indeed, and something I'm going to be watching for. Who can get off to a fast start? If you can go out, get points on the first drive, preferably a touchdown, you can really set the tone for the game. And I think that both of these quarterbacks are more than capable of doing just that.
Good job.
We go from Denver. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led by the veteran in his 10th NFL season. From Houston, here's Case Keenum.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Keenum going to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. They'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Well, the Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback and makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Bridgewater, and down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater now. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. Going for the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Good job, good job.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yikes, terrible kick, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
That huge loss on the sack makes his job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Here's Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first two possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returning it, here's Spencer. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. To throw, Bridgewater. He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
5 yards remain on second down. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third and short yardage, Bridgewater. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Bridgewater on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The former Broncos scored a touchdown for him in the Super Bowl. Malik Jackson, his second sack of the night. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Keenum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
After the sack on 1st down, Keenum under pressure, and they got to him again. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Keenum. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver's offense now set to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Bridgewater toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. The Browns drive about to get started. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. On the delay, here's Hunt. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Somebody's play calls. I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Browns on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Keenum. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Bridgewater on the slant, completes to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the focus of our players' spotlight right now is shining on Case Keenum. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with first down now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
That's checked down to Gordon.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Broncos on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, The coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Back near his goal line, here's Keenum, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off the play fake, Keenum. Trying to lay one up deep. This is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those too because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection.